Hello everyone. I think I'm live now. Let's wait for a few minutes. Okay. I think I'll just give it another minute and then we'll start. Right. Okay, I'll start now. So, good morning everyone. Welcome to my kitchen. I'm the brand ambassador of I Love Fruit and Veg from Europe, a project that has been designed to promote the consumption and the purchase of fruit and vegetables from Europe that are fresh, organic, and PGI and PDO quality labeled. So I'm very happy to be using their fabulous products in my recipe today. So I've got here with me zucchini or courgette, and I'm making a vegetarian dish called courgette or zucchini and halloumi fritters. Now this can be a main vegetarian, specifically like ideally in a brunch, as a brunch dish, or according to the size, you can play with the size and turn it into small bites and use it as a very nutritious and delicious appetizer. So let me start with the courgettes here, as I said, so you can see clearly, I hope this time. Here's the courgette. I'm going to chop this part and this part. You only need 2 for this quantity. And again, you can hand grate them with the grater, but I just, to save time and make it less labor intense, I'm going to use my kitchen machine, but it has a grater feature here, right? So you don't need to chop it. If you don't have this grater, then please don't use it because it will ruin the dish. The only thing we need is a grater. So I'm going to use, can turn a bit noisy here, like that. And I'm going to start by doing okay. So that's the first one. Again, it's grated, it's not chopped. This is very important. I'm going now to do my second one. Like that. Here. And let me do this first. Oh, there's something wrong. Wait. This one. Like that. Sorry, I just need to make sure that I remove the chopper. Yes, that's important to remove, so this doesn't affect the grating. Yeah. And then we can cut this here so it fits. And oh, yeah. This usually goes very nicely. And this is So now we have our courgettes grated as we want it, like that. I'm going to put it, this is very important to dry it, remove any moisture from it. So I'm using a kitchen towel like this one. Right here, you see how it's grated and not chopped. So meanwhile, I'm going to just leave them in this towel and pat them dry to release any excess moisture. This is a very important step. So we'll put it here. And just to make things easier, I'm going to do my halloumi, which is the second main ingredient, right? Always gets messy. So the second one is the halloumi, and I've took it out of the fridge for a while, just again to release all the moisture from it. So I'm putting that here. Again, you can of course grate it, this one, but if I have it already on my kitchen processor, so definitely I would go for just using it, right? Like that. So this is the halloumi. We can actually do it, give it another pulse here, like that. Okay. So it's ready now, the halloumi, and I'm going to put it in my mixing bowl. I've chosen this transparent one so you can see. Okay. And this one here, putting all the cheese. Now I'm still drying and leaving the courgette in the kitchen towel. For now, I'm going to start chopping my herbs. So you can use as many herbs as you like. So I have here some dill, I have some parsley, coriander goes very well, mint as well, chives, all of these fresh green herbs, they add, you know, loads of flavors and also nutritional value for the dish. Like that. I'm going to make them as fine as you can. Mint as well goes very nice with this dish, I would say. Hope you're enjoying it. Okay, I'm seeing some nice comments here. Right, we can add even a bit more, I would say, parsley. You can also, by the way, you can also use frozen. So you can also use frozen herbs. They go very well with that. Won't make any difference. So the herbs are here. Hope you can see it. Got some question. Nice to see you too. So I'm saving time with the courgette and the halloumi, but this is nice. I don't want to chop it in the kitchen processor. They have to have their own texture because they do add flavors, textures, aromas as well. So yeah. So I'm going to chop them like that, as you saw. So I chopped them like that, and now I'm going to add them to my mixture. So easy. The thing with herbs, they always make the place so messy. So I'm going to just put here. Like that. And then comes the courgette. I think they are dried enough now. Yes. So I'm going to put them here. Yes. Okay. And just evenly mix them. And now we move to other ingredients. Probably I just need to wipe a bit here. Right. Perfect. Now I go with the eggs. I've got 3 eggs here. Very simple. And actually, kids, they don't notice the courgette. It's just like a fried, cheesy bite that they really get to enjoy, which makes me, of course, very happy. So I've put my 3 eggs here. And I'm going to mix. Like that. So I mixed the eggs. Now I'm going to add them to the grated cheese, halloumi cheese, and courgettes. Now our binding ingredient will be flour. However, I always like to go gluten-free. I prefer it. You can still use normal flour, wheat flour, but I'm going with the chickpea flour here. So you can see it's gluten-free, and I believe it does add some flavors to the dish. So here you go. So I'm putting here my around, I would say 2 to 3 tablespoons of this, right? Also for the eggs, all of this is just like if you want the consistency you choose, right? Now I like to add, for a bit of spicing, some paprika. I would say like half a teaspoon, right? And chili, it's optional, of course, right? But I believe it's nice. It's nice with this one. Okay, so some chili like that. Then, of course, salt and pepper. I like to use Himalayan salt here. Not too much though, because you've got see, I've only put really a little bit. It's part of, because you have the halloumi, which is salty enough. But then I can see some questions. I'm going to answer them, of course, towards the end. Like that. Yeah. So this is our mixture now. It has the eggs, the flour, and the courgette and halloumi. And now we're going to pan fry them. Again, you can play with the sizing. So let's put the heat on now and clear a bit here. Right. Put some olive oil to do that. Make sure it's hot enough. And I'm going to just grab a plate just to use it. And yeah. Right. I'm going to put on my gloves just to shape the mixture as we said here. Like that. Okay, I did something wrong. Like that. We bring the fire down, the heat down, And then another glove, just not to end up with messy hands. Okay. So this is it. I think it's just perfect. You can add a bit. So I didn't put the full tablespoons, but I'm going to the full 3 tablespoons. I can, however, that. So I'm going to just make a medium size. Just pat it like that here and start that. And then same as well, we're doing here. Yeah, I'm going to do a bit, just one more, just to make sure we get a perfect one here. Right. We have enough oil. It's just that, and it's not really, don't make it on a real high heat because we don't want to burn it. We want to give it time to cook through rather than just sear it or burn it on the sides. So I'm using this one, and better to have another spatula. Right. So it just needs, I would say, 2 to 3 minutes on each side. It's very quick, and you can even have it either hot or even if it's just room temperature, it still retains all the flavors and textures. And also you can reheat it. So if, let's say, if you do it in the morning and you want to serve it in the afternoon, it's perfect to reheat that in the oven. So you see now I have a really nice golden color. Like that. Leave it on the other side. I hope you can see it clearly here. And that's the other one. And that's the 4th one. They're really looking nice. I like the color, just right. And I have loads. Of course, I'm going to continue doing that. But you can see at least now how they look. And the herbs, the smell is coming through. It's really, really nice. One of my favorites. Thank you. Okay. You can make also another batch if you want, and I have a serving dish. You can garnish it with some fresh parsley, all of that, you know, just for, give it like a more appealing look, but they smell just wonderful. Yeah, I think this is about it. Let's check the color from here. Yeah. Yeah. Nice. Okay. And that's our second one. Right, we can use the thyme. I'm going to put like another 2, I would say, just to have like enough quantity. Like that. Okay. These are cooked enough. This one, yeah, you can see that. It's really nice. right? And I'll go for, yeah, I think this is enough. One more. And we're doing that. Thank you. You can put a bit more oil just to make sure that it's enough to have them cook through. Again, it's medium heat rather than high heat. The point is to allow them time to cook without burning. Right, so this one, now put it to the other side. And this one to the other side. Okay. This one. That. Yeah, I can see some questions. I'll get back to it. The end. There will be some time for questions and answers. Right, this is our final batch. We can do this, of course, later. It's just wanted to show you the technique, and it's quite easy, right? If you don't have the kitchen processor, definitely use the grater. And again, just for your tip, we're using grating, especially for the courgettes. This is very important, because if you chop it, then you will lose all the texture and you will never be able to control the moisture there. Right. Almost done now. And it will be time for serving. So we move this here. That. And just tidy up a bit from here. These are the ones that I didn't, they cooled a bit down. I'm going to do that. So this one is ready. And this one too. Here, this one. Hope you can see. Now we close the fire, the heat, and yeah, that. The smoke. And I'm going to put them on this nice platter. Right? A little bit hot. So I'm going to use this one and just lay them nicely on here. As I said, the best thing, they really reheat in the oven perfectly. You don't need to worry about them, you know, to cook immediately. You can cook in the morning and then just reheat it before the time you serve. So this is how they are now. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me answer your questions. Right, so can we air fry them? I think you can. Yes, you can brush them with some olive oil. I always prefer traditional ways, but I think air fryer will definitely go well with it. What else? We have another question. Can we use other vegetables? Yes, you know, vegetable fritters are very versatile. I would go with something, squashes are generally work very nice. So pumpkin, butternut squash, I think they will go very nicely together if we go down the grated vegetable route. You can also play with something like maybe peas, but of course you're going to, you know, boil them, cook them first, and then you're going to turn it into like a mushy texture and then mixed with everything, they will go also well with that. What's the other question? You use different cheese. Yes, you can. Although I prefer halloumi, but if you want to go for something like Kashkawan cheese, which is a Middle Eastern stretchy cheese, mozzarella can go as well, I would say that. And I mentioned before also about the flour bit, that you can do it with just regular flour, but if you want to keep it gluten-free, which I think suits everyone, most people now, definitely keep the chickpeas, I would say. So I hope you enjoyed it for now. And do I have any other questions coming in? Right, I don't think so. Thank you for joining me today. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you make it and let me know how did you find it. And thank you. Let me go close the live now. So I'm going to thank you, everyone. Bye.